parasites, or we are doing something to better the wrongs, of past atrocities. We are fixing those problems because they were never actually addressed. If you want to march like a Nazi, as a privileged race, you will be granted that choice. So it goes also back to saying the misery in India, the misery that cartels and mafias create everywhere. In Mexico with the drug, the drug is just an excuse. The mechanism doesn't care. It could be selling you ice cream, and it will, as long as it puts a cartel and a mafia surrounding it, then we will still be affected by its negative programming. So you do have a choice, because to creation also, it will test you to see whether how far you will take your parasitism. In other words, if you are not willing to fight for your children, if you are not willing to fight for your liberty, if you're not fighting for any type of idea, not just religion, then you are worthy of a reality that favors your own bestiality. So the work of the mechanism is to bestialize us, and it does that with sick religions. So it is commendable if you want to detach or find a better way out of our own bestiality, but you will not do that with the help of religions, because they are there to continue the same demented set of ideas. There might be a time where that changes in the future, but as we have seen, we have also in this book seen how some movements, such as even here in the US, we've seen the House of Movements, and in other countries as well. We will explore all of these religions in the book, how the same mechanism will sabotage any type of liberating knowledge, whether it's Gandhi, where it's a messiah or prophet, even ideas that your own family, your own children will have. It is for certain that they will be against the force that wants to keep to enslave us for not just in this lifetime, but in the next ones as well. So if you are afraid to do the right thing, or worse, be forced to do the opposite, then you are a habitual transgressor, chained to the vicious cycle of mindlessness, reiteration and perdition of your mind, body, and soul. So this also is a topic that I explored in the book, The Pyramid of Technology, and also in the book, The Mechanism of Creation. So if your lifetime today, you are either in a very parasitic position, level, or career status, and then you are actually supporting a system that is enslaving us all. If you are afraid to do the right thing, or worse, be forced to do the opposite, then that means you were a transgressor, and you will be chained to transgress in this lifetime until you separate yourself from the chains that the beast drags you with. The mindlessness and the reiteration and perdition of your mind. So this is also a subject that we explored in the title Mind Infestation. So a lot of people ask themselves, why is it that they have a lot of misery in their lives when they have done everything right? They follow the religion, they do good in the world, but they are still in complete misery. So how can God be and creation be so merciful, so be so terrible? And that is because creation, you cannot fool creation, you cannot fool God. So in that sense, it favors a mechanism that is there for to test your love for creation. For example, some people only want to engage a merciful God, a God that forgives everything. But what happens when you are confronted with the opposite? What if God becomes your perdition? What if God becomes your Satan? What if God makes your life so terrible that you will deny creation? And so it is this idea that for the enlightened, we are, or those awakened, those people that they study nature, they see how the sun moves, they see how the sun operates, they see how there are mechanisms of creation that are not as sick as the ones we are subjected to. And for us, God or creation will always be there. But some of us, it is our job to remind other people that it is only you have the choice to take on the journey. You have to take. You can free yourself from the great beast. There is the path available to you every single day, but it might be a painful event. So this is why I wanted to make a book about religions, because I see a lot of confusion. There's a lot of confusion created by religions. For example, let's say that a nun goes into a convent and she learns about that religion, and then she finds herself at the end of her lifetime disappointed that she did everything